Hi guys, welcome back to llenacrafts. So today I have another junk journal for you guys. This one is really cool. It has a lot of cool little pockets and some great embellishments, if I do say so myself. So yeah, this is the front of it. I'm just gonna jump right in. This is the front of it. I just added this cute little pop out heart that I got in a pack from some stickers I got from Dollar Tree. If you're looking for embellishments or things like that, you go on Amazon and stuff like that, or even AliExpress, which is where I get some of my stuff from as well. But do not sleep on the Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree has a lot of cute little stickers and little things that you can put in their craft section that you can use for junk journals and things like this. So starting off, we just have this sticker on the front. I kept it very simple for the front. And opening up, we have these pages. This actually opens up like this, and this is a pocket. There are two pockets up top that have pieces for writing, and I made the tabs. I'll show you how I make the tabs. But yeah, so these pages are just you can write something here, you can write something here. Up here you could take these out, or you can even stick pictures in there if you want to date what it is the picture is inside is showing, or if you want to stick a little picture in here and then write something here. But this is what that page is looking like. So you close this. This is also a little tuck-in spot. I didn't put anything in it, but if you wanted to, you can put something in that little spot as well. And now we're coming into the fun part. So I have a envelope here on this side, which opens up, and I have a little card in there that someone could write something on. And also I used the back of the envelope. I attached it 3 sides to the main booklet, and I was able to create a little pull-out pocket right here on this side as well, which is really cool. And now if you come to this page, before I continue going on, this page actually opens up, and so I just put something here for writing, this little pouch right here that you can stick some stuff in. Also, another little tuck-in spot where you could tuck something like this in, and then this all happens to be the third spot on top. So I have 3 pockets on the top and a couple pockets throughout the rest of the journal. So once we close this and you turn this page, there's also another pocket here which you can stick something into, and this is just an embellishment that I made that I put on top. Coming over to this page, it's another envelope which you can have another little writing situation in. These are actually made out of stamps. So I cut the cardstock paper and then I round the corners, and then I just use some stamps that I have to make these little embellishments on these papers that you're seeing, like this one and that one. And also behind the envelope, we have another tuck-in spot. So there's a lot of spaces here to just like add pictures, but also I wanted to make a couple spaces where you can write and just, write down what happened in the memory or why the memory happened. And so I thought that this would be a cute little journal. And then this is the back of it. It's just plain. And yeah, so we're gonna get started on doing this journal right now. I decided to do this on plain paper because I wanted really the embellishments, and to choose the paper specifically that I chose to be the star of the show. I was really focused on these type of embellishments in the journal itself. So I didn't want anything like a very busy paper to distract me, or to distract from all the embellishments that we're putting on. So that's why we're going with a plain cardstock paper today for this. And to start, we are going to score, have it written down here. Oh no, you can't see. So I have my 12 by 12 paper. We're gonna score on the 4 and the 8-inch line on both sides. So we're gonna score it like this, turn it a quarter, and then score it again. going to turn it a quarter and do the same exact thing. Right. So now we have our scores. What we're going to do is cut this, and we're going to cut it the entirety of the way and create 3 different sections, or 3 different strips, I should say. Okay, so now we have our 3 sections. So what we're going to do is actually take 2 of those sections, and we are going to score it at the 1.5 mark. So that's that. And these are going to be used to make our pockets. Just to give you a heads up. So we have this other pocket come in at 1.5, and we're going to score it. All right. I think we're done with the scoreboard for now. So just gonna move that to the side. All right. So now you're just going to fold your paper accordion style. So this is going to be our pocket, so I'm going to put it this way, even though it might end up going the other way. Let's see. And for this one, I think I'll just go this way and this way for now. For this piece, we're going to do the same thing. I might do it this way, fold in and fold this way. Now, I'm going to look at the other booklet for reference, just so you know. So that's why I'm just folding it anyway right now, because I'm going to look at the other book for reference. So we'll be able to fix it or turn it whichever way that needs to be turned. So for this one, just going to fold it this way on the score line and fold it again back, sort of just accordion style. All right, so now we have our 3 pieces. This piece is going to be the base of our booklet. So the way I had it for this one, it comes out this way. So what we're going to do is glue this one on top of this one. Now this, I believe, came this way, and I'm actually going to fold it in that way instead, because that's how it went. So you're going to take this one for reference. I'm just going to cut out a half circle here so we know this one is going to be the front. And this is a 1-inch hole punch. And so this goes on top of this one, and that is going to form one of our most central pocket in the back. This accordion's up. This one comes in because it is going to be a pocket, right? And yeah, so I'm going to use double-sided tape to attach mines. You can use glue, whichever you prefer, but for me, double-sided tape works pretty well and pretty fast. So I want to get through this tutorial as quickly as possible to show you guys. So we're just going to be using our tape to connect all the pieces as quickly as possible. Come on. There we go. And so because this is going to be a top pocket, we're just going to connect it in a U because we want to have this open space in the front. All right, so that is all done. I'm gonna get my little tool here and rip off all of the paper that's on top of the tape. Okay. I am also just going to cut off the slightest amount of this just because I want it to fold down well. Right, so I cut off like the tiniest sliver of paper just so that it doesn't really get messed up too quickly. Gonna do this from this side, from the outer edge, and just attach that as straight as possible. Use bone folder, flatten it out. Great. And so now these two are attached and we have a pocket. Okay, now let's go on to this side. So what we just attached was this right here. As you can see, this is the middle, you have two here. This is the middle, you have two here. And this one has the pocket, which is this pocket. Yay. Okay. So that's done. For this side, what we are going to do is, okay, I'm trying to get this situated. All right, so we have our two pieces combined. As you can see, this is still the middle circle that we did. And then you're going to have one sort of panel here and one here. This one you're going to take and fold over to create the pocket that's going to be on this side, or what it would be is this pocket right here. So again, this is our very middle one that we use, our middle pocket that we used to attach the two sheets. And on the very far left corner, or the far left side of the entire thing, you are going to fold this one at a 1.5 inch mark, or even in half, whichever size pocket you choose. It's up to you, but you're going to fold that. Now we're going to take this and we're going to bring it over on top of the first pocket we made. So now you have the pocket that's folded this way, and you have this sheet, which is the back of the middle sheet next to the pocket. So as you see, pocket, fold down, pocket here, and this sheet right here is where we are going to attach our next pocket. So just to this is the third and last 4x12 sheet that we have. We're going to take the very last one. This is where I had originally folded the pocket, but don't worry about that because it's going to be covered up with all this stuff. So take this, the very far right side, and we're going to hole punch it right here for our next pocket. Just like that. Now I'm going to attach double-sided tape here to make another top pocket. I'm going to take my little tool and just take all of these off. This tool I got from Dollar Tree. I don't know if I said it in the last video, but yeah, I got it from Dollar Tree. So if you're looking for a tool like this, it's usually used with vinyl, but works very well for double-sided tape. All right, so we have this now. Oops. And we're going to put our pocket on top, just like we did the other one. All right, so now all three of our pieces are joined together in this very weird configuration. But to make the front, we're also going to turn these two sides into a pocket as well in order to do that. So this is going to be the very last square on your left hand side. Just gonna half punch a hole in there, punch a half a hole in there, and then turn turn that into a pocket as well. So we did that. So on the page next to it, we're going to do the same thing with our double-sided tape and then turn that into a pocket as well. All right, double-sided tape is off. We're just going to fold this over to create that pocket. And again, using our bone folder to really get that stuff down. All right, so this is where the fun part begins. All right, so this is the pocket that we just created is this, and this is actually the front of the journal. So when we turn this over this way, this is going to be the front of our journal right here. And then you open it up like this one, just like this is open. We have our pocket here that's going to fold in this way, like this one. And we should just close those pockets now. So here, like I said, you know, I alternate between glue and tape. Here I'm going to be using glue to attach this. So just going to add glue here and attach it like that. Squeezing out any excess. All right, and now that is that. We come to this portion, and for this pocket, which is going to be here, I'm just going to glue it as well. Hopefully I'm not confusing you guys on this and how I'm flipping it back and forth, but yeah, so just close this off. And that is going to be our next little pocket portion. Now, this I'm actually going to sit under a couple of my paper sacks just to get the glue to dry flat. But while we do that, while I wait for this to dry, it's probably going to take a couple minutes. We are going to get started on these envelopes that we're going to make to put inside of this. All right, so in this journal, we have two envelopes. We have one that is on the very back portion of the journal, and then we have one on this side as well. So I tried using the numbers that they have on the envelope punch board, and it was just too complicated for me, especially with like trying to cut it. And I wanted to get a 4x4, but it ended up like saying like you need 6 and 7 and 8, and I was like, that's too complicated. And so I wanted to do simple. So what I did is I cut all my sheets 6 by 6. Now for this you need 6, 7, and 6, 7, 8 for a 4x4 envelope. So our envelope is just gonna come in just under that, which I am perfectly fine with, because as you can see, it didn't make that big of a difference in the journal itself. So just save yourself the headache. Cut your papers at 6 by 6, which I have here. So you cut your envelopes at 6 by 6 inches, and we're going to score at 3 inches. Leave that there. So I have both the sheets, and this is just craft sheets that I bought from Amazon. I'll try and link it below if I remember, but yeah. So we're just gonna go slide this over to where the 3-inch mark is. I have the 2 sheets that I'm using to make an envelope here because they're fairly thin. So if you do have thicker paper, you may have to do this one by one, but the sheets that I use are not that thick. So we're just gonna go ahead and punch it at 3, and then find the score line and do that. Now here you're gonna match it up, punch and score. Oh Jesus. and sometimes that happens. No worries. Come back over here, go under. You're gonna line up your original score with this one. You're going to punch, and then you are going to score. Final time, doing the same thing. Line it up, punch it out, score it up, and voila, 2 envelopes. So get rid of that, try and clean up a little bit. So we have these 2 envelopes, and what I did is, of course, I folded them all on the score line. So like that. And then I kind of just attached them, but I attached them in a very specific way. Like I attached them here at the very tip top, because if you were to attach it here, it'll be down here and there'll be this space. So what I did is I added glue along these 2 lines here and then folded them over, but I'll show you that right now. So just adding glue at the very top of the bottom. This will eventually, of course, be the bottom. So that over, brought this way, and then I'm just gonna put a little glue here to attach this side. So what's gonna happen is that this cavity is gonna form a little space where you could tuck things like this in, and then you also have the big cavity which you can use to stick little cards for journaling in as well. Okay, and that is our envelope. Not perfect, but perfect enough for our journal. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the same thing over again with this other piece. Okay, so our pockets have dried to some degree, and now we are going to attach our envelopes. So to attach the envelopes, you're gonna go to the very, what would be considered your back portion. So again, this is our center. This is the first pocket we made, the center. So this folds over this way. That gives you that pocket and that little page. And this page right here is where we're going to add the envelope. So for reference, the very first pocket we made, the page, or you know, the square next to it on the opposite side of that square is where we're going to be putting our envelope. And for our envelope, we are going to be facing it this way. So the opening is going to be opposite your pocket here. Or the opening is just going to be facing to the extreme right. And so we're going to leave this part open so we know that this is our opening. And we're going to put glue here, here, and here so that we create a small pocket that goes in this way. And you'll see what I'm talking about once we attach it. Should use tape on this one. Oh well. So as you can see, where our opening is, there is no glue there because that is going to create a pocket for us. And we are just going to attach it as best we can. If I'm using glue, I like to put it down and then squeeze outwards so I know that there's actually going to be adhesive on the very outer edges of the whatever I'm gluing. Spool holder. Okay, so this envelope is attached. Now this little page here there's an envelope on this side and this side. So if we have the envelope on this side, we're going to lift up the page and attach our other envelope right here in the opposite direction. So the opening is going to be facing the left hand side. All right, so our envelopes are attached. Our pockets are closed. So essentially the base of our journal is all done. Like all our pages are made, all our little fold outs are completed. So now we are up to the stage where we're just gonna decorate the journal. So that's what we're gonna do now. All right, so for this front page and the back portion as well, you are going to have a 3 3/4 by 3 3/4 times 2. So this is going to be the front cover and this is going to be the back cover, both, you know, same size. And now we get to gluing. So like for this part, definitely going to glue it because don't want it to lift up or come off, and it'll be just a waste of the double-sided tape to just use it here. So gonna just smear the glue around, get as much area covered as possible, and then we're gonna just put it down. Now this is directional paper. As you can see, it has a writing on it, so just gonna be careful with that. Try to get it down as centered as possible. And that is it. Now what I didn't do before, which I should have done, is I've been really into my little inks, so we're just gonna ink the edges a little, give it a more dated look. I really like that look, so we're just gonna do that a little bit. I'm gonna keep this close because I'm gonna be inking a lot of the things that we're gonna put in here. Okay, so gonna do the same thing on the back and just attach the back cover now since we already have it out. It's the same size, 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. It does leave a little bit of the rim of the brown around it. So if you don't like that, you can just, you know, measure and get it to fill the entirety of it. But I do like the brown showing, so that's why I left it like this. And we are just going to just like that. Okay, so now our front and back cover, oh sorry, I didn't mean to be shaking the camera like that, but now our front and back cover is on. We're gonna go to the inside, and for this front cover I actually have these stickers that I got from Dollar Tree. I'm not gonna put the heart. I think I'm gonna put this one. It's pretty big and very nice and I really like it. Just center it. And I just eyeball it, not measuring it, but yeah, there we go. So now we open. And on this side, I have a couple of things. So I am going to be using the bottom half of this portion where I tore it. I just want to actually glue that down here because I think that'll be really cute. So we're gonna do that. I find it so interesting, the whole like tearing of papers and just using them like in a different way. Love junk journaling. So good, so cute. Okay, make sure I'm not sticking anything. Okay. So I also have this washi tape that I think fits very well with this design that I'm doing. So I'm just gonna get a small piece of that to put across as well. Nothing too big. And I think what I did here is I actually cut it. So I cut it and I put another piece here. I think I might put this bigger piece here on that side and put this here on this side. And I'm gonna get another one of those out of my stash. I think this is cute. And I'll just glue this one down right here. And that's basically like what I did to like do all the decorating, just bits and pieces, see what I liked, where I liked it, and use them to like attach it and attach them at different angles and things like that. So I'm gonna just pop this up here. And this is just a little writing section for whatever you put in here, especially if it's like a photo or something. That'll be really, really cute. All right, so we're gonna come over to this side now, where I have another version of this, which I'm gonna put here, and then get me another sticker. So this is the exact sticker that I used there, but it's fine. So we're just gonna put these here, put that there. And I have another one of these, which I'm going to be using right here. Yeah, so this tiny little dot that you see here, it's just from some extra scrapbook. I don't want to waste any scrapbook paper. So any scraps that I have, I usually just punch holes out of them to use for decoration purposes like this. And there we have it. There is this page. And what I'm going to do is have this go in there, but I also want to just round the corner of this, and I'm just using my corner rounder or paper rounder, whatever it is, to round the corners of this. And this is also going to be like, you know, a little journaling situation for this. And lastly, for this page, I am going to use a butterfly sticker here. All right, so I'm just gonna put our little butterfly right here. And we also have a sticker to go here. This one I had put be kind. This one I'm gonna put choose happy. I think it goes with the colorway of this journal, so that's why I'm picking this sticker. Right. Right. So this page is all but complete as far as the decorating portion of it has gone. Let me move this out the way. And then, so we're going to just close this, which should be this. Now I have this little section here, which we are going to decorate. So I have this little piece, which matches the back, that I'm just going to use to create this right here. It's not going to be the same size by any means. Just use a scrap that you have, just to create a little tuck-in spot for any little thing. So I have this little piece. I'm going to round the corners and then we're going to stick it on. And I'm just using the 7mm side at this point. And I just round the corners of 3 sides because I like the shape that this gives. So on the back side, I'm going to put double-sided tape here and double-sided tape along the bottom. That's going to create the tuck-in at the top. Put it here and create that tuck-in. And also we are going to take here we have a butterfly, but I think I want to do like maybe a mushroom. Oh, I'm gonna do a butterfly. I found this one. It looks really cute. So we're gonna do a butterfly on this one. Cute little butterfly here. All right, and so we are finished for this side. So we're gonna come over here to where we have our first envelope. And for this envelope, I used another piece of the washi tape. So I used a small strip of the washi tape here. I think, yeah. Use a small strip of the washi tape there. And then this is actually the bottom portion to that one. I just ripped it any way that I could. It wasn't any particular rip or anything like that. I think that's the beauty of these type of pieces. Nothing has to be any singular way. And I'm just going to turn upside down and glue that one in. Because I like the look of the clean edge at the top. Making sure not to get any glue on the inside of the envelope. Don't want that. Okay, making sure this is still open. Good. All right, and now I also put a mushroom sticker there, which I'm just gonna find one, different one, and stick it there as well. Just gonna put this right here, just to add some interest right there. Of course, I could always put something right here, but for now, I'm just gonna leave it. And then on the front, I have this piece here, so I'm just gonna find another like floral sticker and put it here. Just trying to get it at the exact angle that I had it at. And there. That's that. Okay, looking good. And on this side, I just put a little writing note here, another sticker, and then another one of those small dots that I use from my scraps. So let me get that together. All right, now we can come over to here. This little pocket right here. And I have already made the piece that I'm going to be using right here. So we're just going to stick that on with double-sided tape. And I'm just going to put that here. This pocket on this journal is a little bit bigger than the other journal. If you see, the pocket is like really small in width because I scored it at the 1/2 inch mark and not the 1.5 inch mark. So I was like, okay, definitely have to make sure I don't make the mistake on this one. So just taking these up. Really love journaling. I feel like my creative side just comes out and like all the creative juices just get going. So we're just gonna stick this here. I'm gonna try and line it up with the edge of the journal because I want a portion of this to stick off of the page and kind of pop out like this one. As you see, it sticks off. So that's what I'm going for. And again, I'm just gonna take my ink and sort of like brush the ends so it pops out more against whatever it's standing against. All right, so we're here. Now it's time to decorate this envelope pocket situation that's here. And what I'm going to do first is get this and put this on it. It's very delicate though. It has that string that looks like it's gonna be easy to break. Alrighty, so just gonna do it like this. I have to bend that over because that's not gonna come off, but okay, so far so good. And as you can see, when we open it, I just have this huge circle situation right there with a leaf on it. Just gonna add glue to the envelope itself, not the paper, because I don't want the paper to accidentally end up closing these two portions. So actually right there, super fun. And then just like I have a ticket there, have another ticket that I can stick inside here, and that's it basically. And then we've reached the back. We are going to work on this section now. This is already done, so we just have to work on these two sections. Honestly, you can just like put your paper or whatever scraps you have up against it, measure it, and see how it fits for you. This is just a scrap piece of paper that I have that I'm going to use to make this pocket here because I don't want to waste any paper. So I'm just going to round out my quarters for the top. And then I'm going to use double-sided tape in order to seal it off. So as you can see, like with a project like this, some things glue are going to be better for, like these papers, and other things like the pockets, I definitely recommend using double-sided tape. You can get away with using glue for them, but I just find that double-sided tape allows me to work a lot faster. It's easier, cleaner, and so I always end up prefer using it as opposed to glue, especially when it comes to pockets. Just fold this over. I eyeball everything, so do that, place it in the middle, and you have yourself a pocket that you can stick anything into. Yay. Okay, so that portion is done. This. All right, so I'm just again going through, like, I have a little bin of scraps, so I'm just trying to find the scraps that I'm going to use in order to recreate these pockets. Now, they aren't always going to be the same dimension, but it's still going to be the same little tuck away spots that I have. So that's what I'm doing here. The people who do like a lot of like pull out pockets and those cool little pockets and things like that, and so I think a couple of the things that I do next are going to be those fun little pull outs that end up going into flat mail. Really like that. Okay, so our pocket here is done. Our little tuck away spot is done right here. You can tuck anything in it. I know I just pulled this out, but literally you could tuck anything like that in it. So next, what we are going to work on is, you see how that folds up? Really cute. We're gonna work on our inserts, basically. So let's fold these up, because I think all we have left to work on are our inserts. So my inserts here, I'm just going to round the corners before I attach the tabs to them. And I round the corners to everything. I just like the look that it gives. I don't like the hard edges on things. So that is why I round the corners. I'm only going to do 2 inserts right now. You can add another insert if you please. Well, you should, because it's 3 top pockets. All right, I'm only going to be doing 2 inserts. I'll probably just steal one from this and put it in there, but the inserts are 2 and a half. Let me see if I can find it. Where I put it. Okay. Inserts 2.5 by 3 inches. In order to make the tab pulls like this, in these, I use this. It's a tab punch. And then I just attach it to the top. You could glue it. I'm gonna tape it, but whichever works for you, works for you. And there you have it. Another insert. So just gonna put this one here. Oh, turn it around, because this is the back of the front page. So, as you can see, we have our pocket there, another pocket here that we're putting our tab in. Okay, now for the side pocket inserts. So I have 3 by 3 inserts, and these 3 by 3 inserts are, I'm going to show you what those are in the already done journal. So we have this insert here for this little side pocket, and then we have an insert for this envelope, and we also have one on this envelope. And that's what these 3 by 3s are for inside the envelope in that one little pocket. So gonna take these, don't need that, and we are going to round the corner of all 3 of these. All right, our corner is rounded for all 3 of these. Now I'm just going to distress it by taking our inker and our ink and just going around the edges of each of these. So for one, I used this stamp. So right, for another, I used this stamp. Okay, and for the last one, I used this little mushroom stamp that matches everything else mushroom that I have going on here. Yay! I'm in love with these stamps, in case you can't tell. All right, so put them wherever you want, switch them out however you want. Mushroom one I'm gonna put here. So you can go ahead and put your stamps wherever you want. My mushroom one, I ended up actually cutting it down because I didn't realize, or I didn't realize that I had folded this paper, so obviously it wouldn't be wide enough to fit the 3x3s. So I cut this one down by 2 inches to fit it in here, and that fits perfectly. Okay, so mushroom I put in there. The one with the little tag, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in here. Right, and then finally the one with the flower is gonna go in this section. There is pockets behind the envelopes, as you can see, so we are going to be using 3 inches by 2 3/4 inches for the inserts behind the envelope for those pockets we made. I like to use my scraps, so these are 1-inch holes that I use my hole maker, hole punch to make, and we're just gonna attach these, just attach them to the side. That's going to be going in and out of the envelope pocket. And this is going to go, as you know, at the other side of our envelope. Okay guys, so this is the end of the tutorial, or the tutorial. Just a final flip through of this awesome journal that we just created. This is the detailing that we have on the front. Of course, you can add way more embellishments if that's what you choose to do. I just chose to keep it simple on the front. We open it up here. We have all of these embellishments for writing and documenting all the memories that you want to document in this journal. We have a pocket here with a little embellishment that you can use for writing, or like I said, documenting. We have all of these awesome top pockets, which you, again, can use, stick pictures in, stick whatever it is that you want to stick in there. Closing this, we have this little tuck spot right here, all these beautiful you know, papers and stickers that I love so much. Flip it on this side, we have this beautiful envelope with a pull out. You can stick pictures in there again, or just use this for journaling. Stick a picture in there and just document what happened. That would be super cute. Here also we have our pull out, which is another cute little tuck away spot. On this section, you know, you have the writing, you have the pocket, you have a tuck pocket here, and there's also another you know, top pocket, center pocket here for sticking anything that you choose in there. Close this up, open it this way, yet again another pocket, something to stick in there. Really cool. Another envelope with pockets, so you have a pocket here, and you have these little sections here, which I just stuck a ticket in. And then on the front, I put a little writing spot, so if you tuck a picture in here, you could just write and document what it is that the picture has. You know, added some cute little stickers on the front. And also, let's not forget about the pockets that are behind the envelope. This journal is full of little tuck away spots and little pockets. And then we're coming to the end. This is the back. I really enjoyed making this journal. I hope you guys really like them. And if you can, please subscribe, stick around. I'm going to be making more journals like this and a lot of other different types of journals as well as keeping up with the tutorial. So thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you back soon. Bye.